Welcome to PX Multifamily, Multifamily's only audio-video people experience podcast. I'm your host, Mary Gwyn, and I'm on a mission to improve the multifamily people experience by improving what people experience. Tune in for content focused on how to positively influence people and impact them, your team members, your residents, supplier partners, and clients. Everything's about the people experience. This episode is brought to you by the Multifamily Media Network, delivering the latest news, ideas, and inspiration across the multifamily sector. Now, let's talk about the people experience. Have you ever visited a castle? Even if you haven't ever been to one, you have a visual in your mind of what a castle's like. Today on PX Multifamily, we're going to talk about castles. Well, I think you know I'm surrounded by great team members, and one of them is Lisa Bisher. She's our Director of Property Management, and I admire her for so many things, but a big one is her kindness in terms of customer service and excellence in that service. It's reflected in something I hear her say from time to time when she's talking about the apartments we manage. She'll say, and it's regardless of the style or price point or any of the things, she'll say, it's someone's castle. It's someone's castle. So when we're doing our jobs managing apartments, she teaches that we treat the customer in their home as if it's their castle. And when you're taking care of a castle, fixing things, repairing things, dealing with the customer, you're treating them as if it's a castle, and you're also treating them like they're royalty, if you can get that picture in your mind. A long time ago, I had a maintenance supervisor. I was new in my role as regional, and he knew a lot more than I did. His name was Howard. He'd been with me a little while, and I decided to walk with him as he did work orders one day. The first apartment we went to needed the stove repaired. The apartment was a bit messy. There were dirty dishes from a couple of days, and the stove wasn't all that clean. Howard did the repair, and then he left behind the trash from the parts, and he didn't wipe up where he'd made his own little mess, and he started to leave. He gathered up his tools and started to leave. And needless to say, I stopped him. He said, "But Mary, why should I clean up? She didn't clean up. She doesn't clean. This is a pigsty." Yikes. That wasn't the only time I've had to remind a team member to leave it better than we found it, because, back to Lisa's comment, to that woman, it's her castle. To our customers, their home is their castle. It reminds me a little bit of the Ritz-Carlton hotels. They are fancy, real fancy. And their mission statement used to be, ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. So circling back to Lisa's statement, the apartment homes we manage, they're someone's castle. And when you're taking care of a castle, well, like I said, you have a visual, even if you've never been to a castle. And it most certainly sets a high standard, both in how we treat their home, how we leave things when we leave, but also how we treat the customer, treating the customer like royalty. Well, thanks, Lisa, for such a great lesson, for such a great statement. It's someone's castle. Thank you for listening today. Did we accomplish the mission? Did we improve what people experience in the multifamily space? What are your thoughts on this important topic? Share your thoughts in the comments or email them to mary@aptdynamics.com. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your network. This podcast is proudly brought to you by Multifamily Media Network, your trusted source for stories, trends, and insights into multifamily living. Thank you again for joining me, Mary Gwyn, on PX Multifamily, the People Experience Podcast.